Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Cornhuskers will kick it away to start us off. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the single back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, or proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris.
He'll take a shot. Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. A first down for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback will audible. Back to throw. It's Sampson. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was...
He lobs one high down the left side. What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Wolverines get it past the sticks.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the 1st half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. They're going to ride this running back.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking for a man. It's Sampson. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
And the Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes a move. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He'll off one deep down the left side. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Boston College delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Chestnut Hill. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Sampson. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's caught. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Huskers look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Crosses the 30, he's got away.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Sampson. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhusker. Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Going up top on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. In the heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football but forcing the turnover.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Sampson. He's right on target. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Offense, quick tempo. Right back to the well. Across the 25, he's got room. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nebraska. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, big juke to get past. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Back to throw, it's Sampson. Picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
From the gun. Give on the inside.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. He wants to throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep.
Great job by the defense there slowing down that jet sweep, and a big key was the defensive end containing the play, forcing the receiver to cut back inside to where all the traffic was.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Sampson. A little screen to the running back. On the move at the 30. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had the screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. 3rd and short now from their own 48. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Pocket starts to collapse. Grab near the sticks. It's Hawkins. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Chubb. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Scanning the field, it's Sampson. It's complete to the left. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go right back to him. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Jumped on top of the pile. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown in that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. Coming at, oh no, the ball popped out. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Iowa State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Ames. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Picked up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. The Wolverines want to move quickly. They want that clock to run. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the toss. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The Wolverines are flying down the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Motion from the offense. They'll go to the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable, footing forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
And the Wolverines hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. They're going to test the right side with this one.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And they'll take a knee. The old coaching cliche, go win-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Pomp,